Hello. Welcome everyone for another Young Paper author highlight we have from the Young Members Group. I'm excited because we have two amazing young authors today who wrote our favorite January paper. Kathryn Step, a PhD student from South Africa, Stellenbosch University, and Maria Teresa Periñán from Universidad de Sevilla from Spain. She's doing her postdoc there. Thank you both for sparing the time today. So I want to dive right into it. You guys did an amazing job. The paper is great. Thank you for the summary. What would you say is the key message in this awesome work that you've done?
Yeah, thank you so much first for inviting us. It is a pleasure for us to be here. So, in my case, the key takeaway from this study is that we really need to diversify Parkinson's research. Right now, a lot of it focuses on people of European descent, but there's a huge gap when it comes to underrepresented populations, like in this case is Africa. So with this study, what we really want to emphasize is how much work there is still to do to build research capacity in the continent. As you can imagine, there are so many challenges that these are all mentioned in the viewpoint, and these have all slowed progress. But with initiatives like the Global Parkinson's Genetics Program, or GP2 for short, we are really trying to change this. So we are pushing for more collaboration, also training local researchers, and making sure that African scientists are at the forefront of the process. So the bottom line here is that if we really want to advance towards effective, more precise, personalized medicine, we've got to make sure that we are including all populations in the research and trials moving forward. And I can just say that GP2 is really working and doing a great effort in this regard.
So the Global Parkinson's Genetic Program, GP2, is such a unique opportunity. I'm curious, how did you two get involved?
So there are several ways, and Kathryn, feel free to add to this. There are several ways to join to GP2 if you are a young member, as we are here today, and you want to get trained on bioinformatics, data analysis, or more about Parkinson's in general, epigenetics. So there's a training and networking group as part of it. I'm involved in there. So you just need to reach out, tell that you are interested, and we'd be happy to get you in there. We organize monthly meetings. We also have so many training opportunities. So PhD as the one that Kathryn got funded for. And there are also like so many training opportunities. So it's as easy as reaching out to us.
I think for me, it was one of those things we mentioned in the manuscript that there's, specifically in the African region, such a high focus on infectious disease research, that it's incredibly difficult to get funded for a disease that's, such a complex a neurodegenerative disorder. And that funding call came through from GP2 offering such a unique opportunity that aligned so well with what I had just finished with my master's, looking at the genetics of Parkinson's disease in an underrepresented group. And it was, just the perfect alignment at the right time for me to get involved with GP2.
So for this paper, did you have any strategies, tips that helped you? Because you work with a big international group. When you're writing, can you share any of your strategies with us?
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm actually serving as GP2's African trainee representative. And it came kind of had the idea to reach out and kind of collaborate with the different researchers and scientists across the African region. We did realize that some of the kind of setbacks we experienced or the challenges we experienced looking at PD genetics in the region was not something that would be an isolated feeling, and it would be a similar feeling across the continent. So once we kind of had a vision of what we wanted to kind of share, and that it wasn't going to be, research here is so hard and we're really struggling, but more of an uplifting kind of resource to show other, underrepresented populations, because it's not specific to Africa what we experience. that we kind of then just put our heads together and said, you know, we can kind of have this positive light that comes through, that there are initiatives out there that help in so many ways, like GP2.
Well, thanks for sharing. I've really appreciated going through your paper. I'm sure everyone's going to enjoy reading it too. Check out the paper for more details. Get involved with these unique opportunities. I'm so glad MDS is really pushing for GP2 collaborations too and featuring these papers in the journals. Thank you so much, Kathryn, Teresa. Looking very much forward to your next papers.